All right, let's jump straight into an explainer that completely flips the script on everything we thought we knew about facial aging, rapid weight loss, and the treatments we rely on. For decades, the mainstream approach to looking younger, especially once we hit that 40-year mark, has literally just been to freeze everything. But, well, a massive shift has happened recently. The explosion of rapid weight loss medications like GLP-1s hasn't just transformed our bodies. It's given us a front row seat to accelerated facial aging. It's allowed us to see the exact patterns of how a face kind of just collapses when it loses volume way too quickly. So today, we're going to break down the definitive, preventative blueprint to actually save and rebuild your facial structure.
You know, listen to this shocking reality for a lot of folks who have relied heavily on traditional injectables. I had really good eyelids. Where have they bloody gone? That's a real quote from a patient who spent 10 years getting Botox every 3 months. She ended up convinced she needed eyelid surgery because her skin had gotten so heavy and droopy. But here is the secret no one tells you. Long-term, repeated Botox freezes the muscle so entirely that it leads to muscle shrinkage. And since that muscle is attached right to the bone, the lack of movement actually causes bone reabsorption. Your facial bones literally lose density. Your underlying structure just starts to disappear.
We've kind of been gaslit into thinking that freezing the face with toxins is the only way to manage wrinkles. But think of your forehead muscle like a garage door opener for your eyebrows. If you completely freeze the motor, the door doesn't open. It just drops, taking your eyelids right down with it. Wrinkles aren't just about muscle movement. They're actually a symptom of massive collagen loss, thinning skin, and that bone loss we just talked about. So shifting your focus to structural support means you're maintaining the fat pads, the muscle volume, and the actual thickness of the skin tissue. So here is a crucial takeaway if you're over 40, or especially if you're utilizing rapid weight loss medications. It's called the 10-pound rule. When you first start losing weight, those initial 10 pounds, they look fantastic. Your face leans out, your cheekbones pop, your jawline gets super sharp. But the very next 10 pounds? Right, that is where the danger zone begins. Fat leaves the face incredibly fast, the temples hollow out, and because of that sudden volume drop, your under eyes sink and the lower mouth begins to sag. You absolutely have to slow down and protect your structure before you hit that point.
But here's the good news. Before that sagging even has a chance to happen, you need to implement face priming. This is an incredibly smart, proactive method that originated in Korea. It's all about shifting your mindset away from just reacting to wrinkles to proactively preparing your skin's foundation. If you know you're going to lose weight, or if you just know you're crossing an age threshold where collagen naturally drops, you reinforce the volume and strengthen the barrier first. You definitely don't want to wait for the skin to hollow out and then desperately try to fix it later.
And priming actually starts from the inside out. Your internal structural foundation is totally non-negotiable. If you don't eat enough protein, your body is literally going to steal it from your muscle tissue. And yes, that includes your facial muscles. You need 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight every single day. Add in collagen peptides to support that connective tissue and creatine to boost cellular energy and muscle signaling. This inside-out approach is what protects your base.
Section 1. The morning sequence, light and movement. Let's look at how we actually put this into an actionable, simple morning routine you can do right at home. Okay, so your mornings, they need to be focused entirely on cellular energy and tissue movement. Your face is living tissue, right? If you don't stimulate it, it flattens out daily. By using red light therapy right off the bat, you increase mitochondrial activity and absolutely supercharge your fibroblasts, which are the exact cells that produce your collagen. Then, following that up with gentle movement, like gua sha or light facial vibration, improves circulation and drains away all that stagnant lymphatic waste that makes your face look dull and heavy. Now, a quick heads up when you're shopping for a red light device. Don't be fooled by marketing hype that just boasts about the number of bulbs. What actually matters are the specific wavelengths. You want 630 to 660 nanometers for red light and 830 nanometers for near-infrared. This is what we call photobiomodulation. These specific wavelengths drive ATP, which is your cell's core energy, thicken the dermis, and brilliantly reduce inflammation. It can even combat that bluish tint, known as the Tyndall effect, if you've previously had fillers.
And for step 2, if you're using vibration to move the tissue, ensure your tool operates at 220 to 250 Hertz. This is absolutely critical. Please do not use intense body vibration plates on your delicate facial skin. I mean, you wouldn't use a jackhammer for a gentle massage, right? Body plates use a much lower hertz and are way too aggressive. You want a gentle, targeted frequency to protect your eyes and safely stimulate that circulation.
Section 2. The evening sequence. Peptides and barrier.
As the day wraps up, your focus completely shifts to recovery, structural support, and rebuilding whatever was lost during the day.
So this evening routine is where we tackle those stubborn dynamic lines and reinforce your skin's thickness without relying on a single needle. It's all about feeding the skin the precise signals it needs to behave youthfully while you sleep. And the best part, you can feel totally confident doing this right from your own bathroom sink.
Let's look at a real game changer for those deep lines. Instead of freezing your face with toxins, which, as we know, risks that dreaded brow droop and unnatural expressions, we can use topical arginine peptides. Think of this as a topical neuromodulator. It gently interferes with the nerve signals right at the skin level, subtly softening muscle contractions without paralyzing them. It's absolutely perfect for targeting crow's feet, lip lines, and deep forehead lines while still letting you keep your natural, expressive face.
To finish off the night, you absolutely have to fortify that skin barrier. Your ultimate arsenal here includes retinaldehyde. This is non-negotiable for thickening the dermis, giving you the benefits of retinol but with far less inflammation, which is vital because inflammation literally kills facial fat. Then, add in voluethylene to actively support your fat cells and Korean plant stem cell exosomes to beautifully optimize your skin's microbiome and overall barrier health.
Section 3. Target areas, eyes and forehead. We've primed and protected the skin overall, but what do we do about the specific zones that are already showing severe signs of volume loss? Let's zoom in a bit here.
So a huge question we constantly get: how exactly do we tighten the tissue once rapid weight loss has already left the skin loose and sagging? This is the #1 complaint from those losing weight quickly, or even folks just experiencing the natural volume drop of their late 40s. The underlying fat is gone, leaving the face looking leaner for sure, but the outer skin just hasn't caught up. It's left loose, creating those heavy folds around the mouth and drooping around the eyes. Well, incorporating an at-home radio frequency, or RF tool, is going to be your best friend here. Look, if you lose volume without tightening the skin, you get sag. It's really that simple. Radio frequency uses controlled energy to safely denature the proteins in the deeper layers of your skin. This forces the tissue to heal, build back up, and physically contract, keeping that outer skin tight and flush against your newly leaned out facial structure.
And for those specifically battling drooping eyes and those etched-in forehead lines, EMS is a total revelation. Think of it like physical therapy for your face. We unconsciously squint and overuse our forehead muscles all day long. EMS uses targeted, short electrical pulses to gently retrain those exact muscle patterns. It literally stops you from overcontracting, while simultaneously adding back a bit of subtle, youthful structural volume by exercising the muscle for you.
I love this quote. We're not just freezing wrinkles anymore, we're actually building skin from the inside out. That pretty much hits the nail on the head for this whole modern era of anti-aging. Layering these incredibly smart, non-invasive steps, your internal protein support, morning red light and movement, evening topical peptides, and targeted EMS and radiofrequency, it hits aging from all angles. It ensures that you maintain beautiful, natural movement while actually building a stronger, thicker foundation.
So I highly encourage you to look closely at your own routine today. It might just be time to step off the gas with the harsh, freezing treatments, really respect the 10-pound rule if you're on a weight loss journey, and start giving your face the genuine structural support it's literally begging for. Are you going to keep reacting to aging with temporary freezes, or are you ready to actually prime, support, and rebuild your face from the inside out? It's a fascinating shift in how we approach our skin, and I really hope this explainer gives you the tools you need to take total control of it.